Adil has mentioned, to graduate from micro to small, small to medium. And by the way, the AGFUND, and I think Mr. Nasser Qahtani, they have established a graduation, the link, they call it the link, how you can support enterprises to move from one stage to another. And I also have an academic research published in an international journal about project graduation. And I set criteria. Surprisingly, the percentage in the MENA region was less than in Africa and India. In the MENA region was about 14%, the graduation, while in Nigeria, for example, 32%. In India, it's 40%. So I believe not just establishing enterprise is the key issue, but what is equally important is how to make them grow and how to make them actually being a real job providers and the real contributors to their economies. Now I will go to you once again, Mr. Elias, and as a government representative, from your own perspective, based on your personal and organization experience, what do you think the future trends of financial inclusion for women? Do you think we can have more women who are actually included in the system? We can have more women who are moving from informal to formal sectors, as Hiba has indicated. Can we see also women who are business leaders in the world, and they are actually not just contributing to their families, but to their societies?
In the reality, women are inherent savers. Statistically, in Kenya, women save between 10 to 15% of their income. But where do they usually take that money? Most of the time, they either put it in a house somewhere, and when their husbands come back home, their husbands might want to snatch that money away and maybe use it doing other things. Now, that is on the reality. But where do we aspire? And I think based on what we've been doing by supporting and basically the discussions with His Excellency Nasser Al-Khatani, one of the things that we've been trying to do is to help other countries also to have what I call responsive regulation. When I talk about responsive regulation, and this really means that are we able to respond to the trends that are coming within the inclusion agenda? Are we able to look at the suitability and appropriateness of the products, the financial products that will resonate to the needs of women? Are we looking into things around the voice? Because the customer must have a voice. Can they really translate their voices into actions that will meet the needs of women in terms of ensuring that they are financially included? Are we going to give them the choice? Because most of the time, you'll get that as we are really progressing them within the ladder of having financial empowerment and women empowerment, are we giving them different choices in terms of the products that we are offering? Also, particularly, we need to look at the fairness and respect. Most of the time, you'll get that most of the financial institutions really do not provide that particular value in terms of giving them a fair share of what they are putting in their money into. They are not really respected in terms of looking at the financial products that the companies are offering. So are we going to provide a fair and respectful product to the women in future? Also, is security and safety in terms of, are we securing their data? Will they feel safe in terms of using those particular products? At the end of the day, is this particular product meeting purpose?
Yes.
That is within the framework that
yes.
we aspire to achieve in future. That the product meets purpose, and also we are able to really grow the women agenda within the financial inclusion space.
Thank you, Elias. The AGFUND has 9 banks right now in 9 different countries, and they are planning to establish additional 16 banks in Africa, North and Sub-Sahara Africa. What do you think the plan now for including and empowering women? Are they will be the model of the AGFUND spread in these countries to empower more women and to include them in the system?
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, we have 9 banks. Those 9 banks, their main objectives is to empowering women through designing products for them. I give example for every, maybe for some of our banks products. In Jordan and Lebanon,